Hey guys, if you like the content, please be sure to like the videos and subscribe to the channel. Thanks. Quick reminder to check out this week's Mortar Pod, our video podcast, and also check out this week's SeemsGoodMagic card giveaway. Hey everybody, Alex from SeemsGoodMagic.com here, and we're doing another Swiss Theros block draft. Let's see what we've got for picks here. We've actually got some pretty good choices. Feast of Dreams is pretty good removal. I could definitely see first picking that. We have Golden Hind, which is very good ramp. I like that quite a bit. I like that it doubles as a beater as well. It's a pretty solid first pick, I think, actually, because there's a lot of things that are mana intensive in this block. There's also Lagana Band Trailblazer, very solid, heroic one-drop, strictly better than Yoked Ox. Nessine Game Warden, which generates good card advantage. Bloodcrazed Hoplite, love that card. I think usually it's when in doubt, just take the removal, and I'm not sure this is an exception to that rule, so I think I'm just going to snatch up the Feast of Dreams and move on. The ramp, I think the Golden Hind was probably second on my list for that. Okay, follow-up pick. Well, I've got a chance to play Nyx Weaver, and I must say, this card is very good. I like this card a lot. It does mill you for a while, though. We've got Hour of Need, which I've been meaning to try. I think that's worth taking here, actually. There's also Hubris, which is very good. Mastiff, which I've played and liked. I like this card, the Ravenous Dude. Warwing Siren. Swiftclaw. Nyx Weaver, like I said, a lot of good cards in here. I'm going to take the Hour of Need because I haven't played it yet, but I have a gut feeling this card is very bonkers. And I've heard that Travis Wu made like a mono blue cheapo $3 standard deck with it or something that had a little bit of popularity, so that's kind of cool. Let's take the Hour of Need. Alright. There's Screwfix, yeah. I wish Screwfix was good and worth something. It is neither. So we can take the Gnarled Scarhide, which is a cheap creature. Good to later make huge. Or I can take the second Feast of Dreams. I think I'm comfortable taking a second Feast of Dreams. The thing is, Gnarled Scarhide works really well with the Feast of Dreams. But, I don't know, I'm still comfortable taking it and main decking it. I have had times where Feast of Dreams has played not as good as you want it to, but in my book it is still very good, so I'm going to take it here. Continue on the removal plan. I am very excited to try out Hour of Need. Okay, well, Stormchaser Chimera is very good, but we've got the Thoughtrender Lamia, who I think is also very good. And I think just a pick, honestly. It's also Pin to the Earth, which is decent removal. Nyx Infusion, same sort of thing. Let's just take the Lamia. I like this card. Yes, it only has 3 toughness, but making your opponent discard's kind of cool. I think that's good. And I'm prepared to take it. Alright, well, here's a Spiteful Blow. Could also take the Hubris, but I'm pretty comfortable taking Spiteful Blow. We may not get to play blue again. I guess we'll have to see what tables, but for now let's just slam all the good black cards we can. So let's take the Spiteful Blow. I like playing the removal dot deck for the most part. Okay. It's a late Sigiled Skink. Flurry of Horns. If we're in black, Black-Red Minotaurs is a thing. I do think Flurry of Horns is a pretty powerful spell. There's also Ritual of the Returned, which isn't that great, I guess, but it's okay. I like that it's a surprise creature, but I don't know. Kind of feeling the Flurry of Horns, but we could just take the Nyx Infusion. It's on color, it's removal. It's not as good as Flurry of Horns or Sigiled Skink, but I usually play it. I can't think of why I wouldn't play it. Alright, well, table to Hubris. That's not a bad sign for blue. It's actually a pretty good sign for blue. I think Hubris is really good. There's also Swiftclaw in white, but Let's take the Hubris. Why not? I can get behind that. Currently one creature in, but that's alright. Picking up all the good spells right now. Alright, we can take Varika's Chosen. Early game, block dudes. Late game, turned it into a 4/4 Sphinx. Seems pretty good to me. Hey, same goes for Docker Mystic. Be happy to take it, play it, turn it into a Sphinx later. Let's do that. Maybe we will be able to make this black-blue thing work. Wow, that's a late Swiftclaw. I think I'm just going to take it in case white's open and I need to cut blue maybe. At this point, I think it's fairly accurate and safe to say we are solidified in black. All right, Rise of Eagles is a good card. I'll happily take it here. It's a good blue card. Storm Chaser Chimera is quite good. I don't think we're playing the God Hunter Octopus, so let's just take the Storm Chaser. I mean, likely not playing that either. I've accepted it, but that's okay. I guess we'll take the font just to cut black a little bit more. But currently not looking like a font deck so much. Oh, we get an octopus anyway. Alright, so presumably blue-black. We'd have to open something pretty bomby and mythic to motivate us to do otherwise. Well, I do like Eidolon of Countless Battles, but not enough to start going to white, I don't think. This card is very good, though. I think we're looking at the Forlorn Sudama. Could also take the Chorus of the Tides. I kind of like the evasion, though. I like that you get the additional value with this guy. You can take games over. I like this guy, too, though. They're both good. This thing blocks better. This has more potential upside if it can get in. I do like the Chorus of the Tides quite a bit, but I think I'm going to go with the Sudama. I'm going to go with my gut on this one. That cycle is very good. Wow, well, that was a good card to get past. I think we're easily taking Fate Unraveler since that's just all-around good card. Hopefully table Servant or Necrobite, but can't always get what you want. Okay, interesting. Good green cards in here. Good, couple good white cards. Currently have an octopus. I guess that works with the Whelming Wave, but not much else in that department. Stratus Walk's looking kind of lackluster. We're blue-black, so our guys are already evasive. Makes it a little more pointless. Let's take the Whelming Wave. I'm not thrilled with it, but it bounces everything, so could be good. Alright, I guess we're taking Asphyxiate here. I'm comfortable with that. It's a good card. Alright, Servant. We need some more creatures. I'd say Servant qualifies as a pretty good one. I'd like a few more ways to pimp him out and make him big, but that's alright. Maybe I can make some sort of Kraken deck work. Alright, second Whelming Wave is interesting, but yeah, we're slamming this Nyxborn Triton. Just a great, great all-around card. Awesome at 3 mana as a 2/3. Awesome at 5 mana as a +2/+3. So one of the better bestow creatures in my mind, especially at common. Okay, Eidolon. I'm down. We get another creature as well as another bestower. I like it. I can get behind it. Acolyte's Reward is very good, by the way. That's a good card. Okay, Eidolon number 2. Certainly. Same thing as before. We're short on creatures, and this one bestows. Best of both worlds. I'm not really feeling the Fellhide Brawler in here, especially considering we have 0 other Minotaurs. So I think, actually, what is a Fate Unraveler? A Hag. Nice. It's a little mean, wouldn't you say? Let's take the Forsaken Drifters. Not a great card, but a beater nonetheless. Alright, well, Marshmist Titan looks great in this deck. We are thoroughly black, so let's take it. Who knows? Maybe we'll get lucky, get to play him for like 4 mana. It's always the dream. Alright, we'll take Eye Gouge for sideboard. I don't think we're going to main deck it. Cuts, things I'd like to cut. I think we're going to cut the Whelming Wave for sure, the Octopus likely, and the Drifters at some point, if possible. None of these cards really interest me. I think we'll take the Reveler just because it's a pretty playable card. I actually like Cyclops, so we'll take that away from somebody. Somebody can go for the Satyr Wayfinder Nemesis Mortals deck. It's a little bit tougher to get going. Alright, so we're on to pack 3. We have 22 cards. We already know kind of what we want to cut. We have a decent amount of finishers already, so I'm kind of satisfied in that department. Just need to figure out what the priorities are for this deck. Okay, well, there's good white and green cards in here, but I guess we're going to go for the Dissolve. Kind of an underwhelming first pick, admittedly, but it's a counter spell. It's a hard counter. Lets you scry. I like it alongside instant speed removal spells, too. Gives you a little versatility on your opponent's turn. It's also Crackling Triton, but we can't take full advantage of it, so I'm not really feeling it. We could also take Boon, but we didn't end up getting any heroic guys, as far as I can see. So let's just take the Dissolve. Well, all of a sudden our deck just got about 1,000 times better. I love Agent of the Fates. Haven't gotten to play it in a while. I love this card. Just a great, great card. Also works phenomenally well with Hour of Need. Target it, you get a Sphinx, and your opponent has to sack a creature. That is some excellent, excellent value. I really see us tabling something good out of here. I think the worst thing that we're almost assuredly going to table is the Scourge Mark, which at this point I'm probably willing to play, but we'll see. So we're easily taking Agent of the Fates. I think we're just going to go ahead and cut maybe the Font of Return's unnecessary. Probably don't need that. And likely we're cutting these two, so I might as well just sort of get them out of the way now. Alright, yeah, Agent of the Fates it is. Hopefully table, well, be nice to get the Ordeal or the Voyage's End, but I'm not going to. I think it's just wishful thinking. Alright, I haven't gotten a chance to play with Artisan of Forms yet. I'm kind of curious. How good it is. We have ways to target it as well, so we could give it a go. Nothing else really in here for us. We've got a Null, which I could play, but yeah, let's take the Artisan. It's a rare. It's fascinating. Oh man, Underworld Cerberus is a beast. I'd like to take him, but I think we're just going to take the Baleful Eidolon. It works better with the game plans we're already doing. So, Baleful Eidolon it is. Well, there could have been our fixing for it, I guess, but that's alright. Not much here for us. I guess we'll take the Temple. Maybe get ticket out of it or something. Otherwise I'm just hating, but I'd rather have a ticket than hate something, I guess. It's the way I see it. Alright, definitely we can take Dark Betrayal, which I think is fine. It's a great sideboard card, actually. Very, very much want to have that. Could also take the Raptor to upgrade the Drifters with, but guess I'd rather have the Dark Betrayal for sideboard. Prowler's Helm is interesting, but typically not that good. I guess for us it's actually pretty good. If you look at the amount of evasion we have, we're actually really light on evasion. We just have Rise of Eagles, so I guess technically, theoretically, we could play Prowler's Helm. Not likely, though. Can take the Benthic Giant. I don't think so. Stymied Hope's not really. Alright, let's just take Nykthos. Honestly, we're deep enough black where could probably make it work, but I don't think we are. Alright. I guess we're just going to hate the best card, which I think is just Nessian Courser, so we'll take that. Nothing that great in here. We'll take the Guardians just in case we want to sideboard into some more protection. I suppose we can take the Fleet Feather Sandals, but It's also not that good. Let's just hate the Cerberus. That could be, card can be really good. I actually think Borderland Mantar is a great card too, so we'll hate that. None of these cards matter. Alright, so this is looking like our deck, which, it's not bad. It's actually pretty good. We have Artisan, we have Agent, we have Fate Unraveler, so we got a very good amount of rare big threats. Have a decent amount of removal. We were a little bit removal light actually in these last couple packs, but we got 2 Feast of Dreams, Hubris, Asphyxiate, Dissolve, Nyx Infusion. Agent of the Fates is kind of that, Spiteful Blow, so yeah, we got enough. Nothing crazy about this deck, but I like our mixture of spells and removal. I think it's definitely satisfactory. I love, and once again, I just love playing Agent of the Fates. What a great card. All right, so let's put in the stuff we for sure want to play. I think we got to play the Drifters just because we're light on creatures. A little bit creature light. All right, so this is 23. It says 14 creatures, but because of the Rise of the Eagles, it's more like 15, right? Maybe even another one, that Hour of Need. Not really a creature, I guess, but worth mentioning since I've never played it. Yeah, okay. So, yeah, it's probably the quickest I've ever made a deck. Less than a minute. I think this is it. This is the build we got. Don't have much for a sideboard. We've got the Dark Betrayal and an Eye Gouge for the pesky black creatures and Cyclops, but or good X1s. Other than that, not much to say. Pretty chill deck. Red was definitely open, as per usual. But I'm pretty satisfied with this deck. I definitely have been meaning to try out Hour of Need, so hopefully we get some blowout opportunities with that. Yeah, not much else to say. Let's jam it. They want to do 11-6. So I'm a little more inclined to do the 10-7 because we've got the Dissolve. But, I mean, obviously we need double black, so I see the importance. But I think 10-7 split is what I usually like to do in my 2-color decks. If it's not, you know, if you're not doing 9-8, I think 10-7 is usually pretty appropriate. All right, jamming it like this. Deck is decent. I'll see you round 1.